Amid all the chaos and confusion of yesterday afternoon, it seemed as if every man and his dog came down yesterday afternoon, I didn't get it started. But the funniest thing was I put the camera down somewhere in here. I couldn't find the camera. So I had to press on with this morning, and I've only just found it when I was rummaging through my toolbox. They shouldn't be black, they should be sort of yellow and green and things like that. It's easy to see. Anyway, it's running. Now the exhaust isn't hooked up, the air intake isn't hooked up, but it sounds alright. There's still a little bit of air in the system which will purge out, but it's good. I'm going to take the camera off the stand now and show you one or two little jobs that I have to do before I put it back, and what has made this job so damn confusing. One of the most awkward things on this job is this air conditioning. It really is a pain. You can see the top, the hose for the bleed goes over the top and then to the radiator and expansion tank rather than go underneath. And the reason for that was it was always getting chewed up by the belts. You know, vibration and this, that and the other. So the last owner rerouted it and it seemed to work quite well. What else? Yeah, so to get that glow plug out of there, you've got to take off the AC bracket. Well, that's not too bad. You can get those bolts there, but these are kind of tricky. Also, if you noticed, the pipes, this is the only piece of flex piping in the whole system. So, well, there's these bits here for one from the other side, but the problem is, you can't. On some cars, when I've done an AC system, I make them all out of flexible. I'd never use aluminium piping. And then if you want to work on the car, you can flip the AC to one side and you can do the glow plug. And also access to the throttle cable is a bit limited. So you've got to watch out for all these things. And of course there's wiring everywhere. And there's wires I've got to tidy up down there. One other thing I've got to find out. These fans are attached to the condenser with these like little clips that go through the core. You can see them, yeah, like there, look. They go through the core and one's missing, so I've got to replace that. Also, while I was looking this morning, there seems to be a bracket falling off here. It looks like that one. So I'm going to take that one off and copy it and put it over there. The rest is just standard 300 TDI stuff. But again, with the winch problem, the cables go through the grill, which means sort of unwrapping everything to get at them. It's a real pain. I just like things standard. I've got to think now very seriously if I'm going to do jobs like this again on heavily modified vehicles, because not, you know, just to do an engine in and out jobs usually a day. If we had an engine on the floor already built up and just swap them over, it's only a day's job. But we've had so many little issues with this. So anyway, it's getting there. You can see all these hoses that have been sort of sorted out. The wiring harness on this particular truck, this must have been a 2.5. I'm not sure if it was a 200 TDI. It could have been. But it's certainly not a 300 TDI harness, and it's certainly not a 300 TDI heater. So it's a bit of a bodge of all, well, not bodge, but it's a bit of a mix of all sorts of things. Yeah, so get those jobs done, get the rest of the piping in and the radiator, get some antifreeze in it, and then the damn thing can go outside and idle for a little while. And should be good to go. If I get time, I'll have to try and take it for a run. But you know, these cars are so overloaded. Look at the weight on the roof, the weight on the bull bar, side steps, the back is full. You know, thinking about it, I'm not surprised the bearing went. It's just too much for a little car, too much for a little engine. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But it's just dragging it around, and of course people want speed out of the vehicles, so they hammer them. I'm not sure what this pump is going to be like, power wise. I don't know if the old pump was tickled around with. It's very hard to say, but I know that the old pump, this old engine here used to smoke quite badly on acceleration, which means it could have been tweaked around with, and I don't know, maybe the exhaust gas temperature went too much. If you can recall, I put a cylinder head on this not so long ago, and number 3 valve was rattling away, the exhaust valve, and number 2 wasn't much better. I'm just wondering whether the pump's been tweaked and it's got too hot. It could be, you know. It really could be got just that bit too hot. Anyway, now it's all standard and I'm not going to touch it. And forget your boost rings, boost pins, boost everything. Big turbos, forget it. I'm not touching it. It's going to be standard because it's got to be run in, and poor old things there's going to be struggling with all that weight on. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, when you have to sort of guarantee jobs and the vehicle's grossly overweight, you know, you just want to do something standard, and that's it. But anyway, we'll wait and see. And one of the things I might just do if I take this for a run is to take it and put it on a weighbridge and see how much it actually weighs. I'd be very curious to see how much it weighs. Anyway, that's it for now. She's running. Just a few thoughts there, and I've got to charge up the AC as well once I get everything done. But I'm going to just pop upstairs now and have a cup of tea, order up the rest of the parts, and she should be done. Alright, so we've made this Land Rover better, I hope, but it's been a battle all the way. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye.